Hello boaters. This is a little project I've been working on, which I'll just tell you about. You may have noticed that when I end my videos and let the cats out that I've got two bikes on my back deck. And well, one's just an ordinary mountain bike, and the other one, some years ago, I converted it into an electric bike because I was having to cycle quite long distances to work every day, and it was just getting too tiring. So I used that successfully for quite a few years. And then eventually, well, I didn't need it as much and it started to wear out. So I converted it from an electric bike back into a regular bike again. And to be honest, I don't really use it even now, but it's handy there to have it there as a spare. So all the electrical bike bits basically got stuffed underneath my bed because it seemed to be a shame to throw it away. And one of the things, of course, was the battery. Here it is. Oh, it's quite heavy. It's a 36 volt 9 amp hour battery, and that's still good. And well, I basically just charged it up and just stuck it underneath my bed in a cupboard, and that's where it's been residing for several years. And well, as you probably know, I have problems with battery charging in the winter, particularly sort of December and January. And well, this won't solve my problem, but it'll help a little bit. So what I thought, well, it's a 36 volt battery. Can I use it for something? And of course, everything in my boat is 12 volts, or it works on mains power, which I have to run from a little inverter. So 36 volts isn't much use. So I bought a little, I looked online and found a little gadget called a buck converter, a step down buck converter, and it's quite a high power thing. And I've added it to the battery here. Not much to see. So we've got the battery terminals are here. We go through a fuse into the buck converter, and then this wire leads to something that I want to power. I'll show you that in a minute. And when you buy this, this particular converter, it can accept an input voltage of up to about 55-60 volts, which is good. And then you can set an output voltage of, I'm not sure exactly what the lowest one is, but it's probably about sort of 5 volts maybe to 36 volts. So I can set it anywhere in between. As default, it comes set to 12 volts. So I set that up. We've got a 36 volt battery, it's all working, it's nice and healthy, and now it was producing 12 volts. I thought, well, in the winter, if I need to charge phones and things like that, all I need to do is get like a car cigarette lighter socket, and then I can just plug things into it, and I can use it to sort of charge phones and things like that. It won't solve the problem, but it will help. So I thought, well, that's a good idea. It only cost £12 to buy the little voltage converter, and it can handle quite high power as well. But then, a few days ago, I was wandering around the charity shops in town, and I found, hang on, there it is, this thing. And this is one of those, they call them SAD lights, seasonal affective disorder. Let's hold it back a bit. Basically, it's basically a very bright LED light that if you light it up in the winter, it can help with your mood and things like that. And I thought, well, that might be quite useful because I do struggle a bit in the winter. But it came with a mains transformer, and I noticed that it was 20 volts. I thought, oh, well, that's not going to work very well off a 12 volt system. But then I thought of this battery, which I just converted, and it's just a simple matter of dialing the little screw on the in the gadget there. You just turn the screw until you connect a multimeter to it, and you dial it up to 20 volts. Make sure you get the polarity correct, of course, and then it powers this just nicely, and it's stupidly bright. And yeah, you can't really see that too well on the camera because it will adjust. And so now I've got one of those mood lights, so to speak, for the winter, but also it's really bright and it doubles as a good video light as well. So it's got double use. So I'm really quite pleased with that. It outperforms my other lights. I've got a number of little ring lights, some bigger ones as well, but they're okay, but they're not as bright as this thing. So I just thought I would tell you, I didn't like to let that battery go to waste. I thought we could use that. It's been sitting under my bed for years, and well, they're more than a couple of £100 to buy these batteries, so I couldn't just chuck it away in the recycling. I mean, and it's still good, so I had to find a way of using it. Anyway, hopefully my videos will be brighter and clearer in future. I'm not using it at the moment, of course, but yeah, that's a very useful little light. And actually, because this is quite a high power unit, I've looked online and you can get these. They're not terribly expensive, these lights. So I could always run another one off of it as well. So, bit of interesting fun. I like tinkering around with little projects like that. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.